Yo guys, what is going on? It is Tyrant LEIVR. Welcome back to another video. Today this is going to be an in-depth analysis of the map London Docks. This is going to be a GB analysis where I pretty much go over the entire map, talk about my thoughts, some strategies that I've come up with over these first 2 weeks of the game, and pretty much just bomb spots, plant spots, rush routes, everything that I can think of for my first impressions on this map. Obviously, we're still early into the game, but I think I have a pretty good idea of how this map plays for S&D now, and so I'm going to go ahead and share my thoughts with you guys. Also, really quickly before we started, I wanted to mention that this is not going to be an entertaining video at all. This is just a very informative video on how to win and play the map London Docks. So if you're looking to be entertained, go ahead and skip this video, click on to the next one, because I'm sure it will be an entertaining in-game commentary of mine of some sort. But for this one, this is going to be an informative analysis of this map. So very informative, not entertaining at all. It's probably going to be long. And so I just wanted to say that really quickly before we started. I'm going to do callouts first, because callouts and communication are some of the biggest parts of the game, and you definitely need to know what your how to communicate with your team members and what to call out correctly for this map. So I don't follow the pro scene, or I haven't followed the pro scene very closely so far yet in this game. So I'm just going to give you the callouts that I've been using and that my team has been using. But these could not be the same as what you're using or what other people are using. These are just the callouts I've seen and what we've been using as a team. So to start off, this is the offensive spawn. Then you're going to come down in here, and this is the tunnel. Pushing through the tunnel brings you up into the B bomb site. This is green truck. This room is coal. This room is clock tower. This is all B Street. This is the blue truck on B Street, blue truck, or just blue truck at B, whatever. These are sandbags. This is the double-decker bus. This is the offensive spawn. This is wool, or you can also call it fire. I think the pros call it fire, so fire is probably the more universal sign, or universal call out, but we call it cotton or wool. This is back of docks, this area. A lot of people like to camp back here. This is A Street. These are the docks. This is A bomb site. These are lower docks, or the boardwalk. This area is all called water. This is called train car, if they're camping here, right here. Trains. This is the back blue truck on A Street. This is called ramp. These are the wooden stairs. These are beer stairs. This room's called beer. This is statue. These are the A stairs. Both sides. Obviously, if you're on offense, you're going to say their A stairs if they're on those side, or our A stairs if they're on your side of it. Same goes for defense. If they're on that side, you're going to say their A stairs or our A stairs, depending on which side they're on, obviously. This is statue. I think I said that. And then this is the mid cut, or B cut. So I think that's the entire map. Pretty sure I didn't miss anything. So now that you know the callouts, we're going to go ahead and talk about some strategies. So I'm going to run over to the offensive side. And we're going to take a look at the mini-map first, just to kind of see how the map is laid out. So if you guys don't know, you can pick your classes obviously from Division, but there is actually a mini-map in the game. So if you go over to Overview by hitting your trigger, or your bumper, you're going to find the mini-map, and it's actually pretty big and blown up. So as you can see, we're at the top of the mini-map right now, and you can see that this map is pretty much divided into 3 lanes. You have your A side, your A street, mid, and then your B street. And then also over here to your left, you have tunnel, which is not really obviously above ground like the rest of the map, but you do need to remember that the tunnel is there because it can come handy if you ever need it. So as you can see, 3-lane design map. On offense, you have two choices, obviously. You can go B or you can go A. There's two ways to go B, really. Three ways, I guess. First way is obviously rushing through Cole. The second way is going through mid and going through the mid cut, like I showed you in the callouts. You can go through that mid cut to B. And then the third way is through the tunnel. So let's say you want to do a B execute, or just you want to go B as on your team. Obviously, this is going to be different for singles, doubles, and team. 3v3s and 4v4s. It's all going to be different because the gameplay is different for each of these. So in singles, you can grab bomb, rush through Cole, and if this guy isn't B street, obviously you can kind of strafe around here, check. If he's not here and he didn't push clock tower, honestly, if I was playing singles, I'd probably come through, check clock tower. If he's not a clock tower, then I'd check your B street. You obviously know he's not B. So you have a couple options. You can push through the B site. You can go through the B cut. You can come up here, check mid, check your A stairs. If he's not B, you obviously know that he's going to be in mid or pushing the A street or back A street. So you can use that information to your advantage, and you can either plant B and get away from here because you know he's not here, or you can push around and try to find him, or plant A. If you push around and go all the way to A and you still haven't seen him, more than likely he pushed A street and he's now in your spawn. So you can expect him to be coming from mid or your spawn at that point. More than likely though, if you push around, you're going to find him in fire or back dock somewhere mid in that general area, because most people don't really push spawn. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. What I was trying to say is, obviously, in singles, doubles, and team, it's going to be different, but I'm just going to talk about some general strategies here. So for singles, if you get bombed down, obviously, the best plant spot right now is on this corner. The only problem with it is your mid-cut's exposed. So if you have teammates, it'd be really nice if one of them could be up here on these boxes. One of them could be watching your B street. There's obviously a lot of spots they can watch B street from. You can even lay down in these little cubbies and watch it. But obviously the best plant spot right now is here, because if you plant here, not only can you see bomb from statue, if you can get a teammate over here, you can peek bomb. You can see it from these stairs if you just run by. Same thing over here. You just come back down on these stairs. Come back up, check bomb, come back down the stairs. So that's a really good spot. But also on this corner, you can see it from the tunnel. So there's a lot of people do this in singles and as well as team if there's not a lot of people live, because obviously if there's people live, that cut's exposed. But if you can plant on that corner, you can come down here into the tunnels and just kind of chill right here until you need to check bomb every 5 seconds or so. Come up, check bomb, not there, come back down. Come up, check bomb. Obviously not this fast, but you get the point. So that's the best spot. You can also, the only other real spot is if you're worried about your mid. If you can get someone to go B on your B street to cover that way, you can plant here on this side, and then you can come here and you can check bomb from here, here, and then also you can come back here, and you're not gonna be able to see bomb because there's these things blocking your vision. But I mean, you can just come around, peek it, come back, peek it. Also on that corner, I wouldn't suggest this, but you can always chill out over here still. If you chill here, you can at least ensure that they're not coming through the mid cut or your spawn, and then you can come up, check bomb. Wouldn't suggest that, but it is kind of depending on whether they have people mid or not. Obviously you can do that. So that's kind of the offensive strategies to plant B. If you want a team strategy real quick, here's the best one that I've come up with as of right now. Take bomb, somebody pushes up here. You're going to want to have one guy smoke off mid-cut or instantly go mid-cut as one of you or two of you throw nades over. Somebody's going to have to push up on B street and get control of B street up here so that you can't be killed. Most likely they're going to have someone chilling around here or back here. Just make sure that they can't kill your bomb planter. So obviously they can't see bomb unless they're over here or over here. So as long as you push up to here, you make sure that they can't push your bomb planter, then you're good. So you need one person pushed up on the B street, one person obviously planting bomb, one person watching your mid cut, and then one person either watching your flank. And there's a couple places you can watch flank from. You can lay down here, you can sit here, you can sit here, or you can even come in here. And so obviously a couple places you can watch flank for, or you can have that person push mid and challenge mid to get some control of mid. But yeah, that's the best B strategy for team. Now let's talk about some B defensive strategies. If you're on defense, like I said, you can't see bomb unless you're up here. So the best thing I've seen is pretty much I like to lay here when I defend B and team. And if they're coming through this clock tower, you can actually see their shadow before they can see you. So you're going to see their shadow coming up, then you can start pre-firing, and you'll get that kill. The only thing you got to be careful about is your left is exposed here. But if you're watching your left, you got to be careful because obviously your clock tower is exposed. That's why I suggest 2 people come B. You can have one guy sitting back here, kind of just watching your left as you watch clock tower, and then every now and then you can kind of check bomb, just make sure they're not on it. Other strats are for defense. Obviously, you're always gonna want to have someone in fire. You want fire control. You definitely want to be able to control middle. Whoever controls middle in this map usually wins in team. So as long as you have middle control, you're pretty much good. Obviously, you're gonna try and want to get a teammate in A. They can do a couple things here. They can kind of just chill here. They can lay down behind this window, pop up, you know, or they can actually get behind the bomb, pre-aim right here, because most of the time they'll go to the window before they walk in. But if you're pre-aiming the window, you can quickly flick to them anyway. Most likely they won't expect you to be there. The only other spot I have for A, and this doesn't work in team very much as more of singles or doubles, you just sit down on these docks in defense. You can actually hear them pick up the bomb. Then you can kind of sit or walk back and pick them off as they're planning. So that's your A defensive strategies. In team for defense, I'd suggest sending one to A. Like I said, I'd have at least one either on these stairs or controlling these stairs. You can sit on these boxes, or you can actually come all the way back here and just control with a bar or an FG42 of some sort. Maybe even a sniper. I don't snipe, so, but you can definitely use a sniper. Or you can have that person somewhere in fire controlling mid. You just need to have mid control. It's pretty important. And then I'd send either 2 mid, so you can have one guy sitting back on the docks and one guy in fire, or you want to have 2 B. Like I said before, you can have one on these sandbags and one up here watching the site. Now, for A attacking strategies, this one's pretty hard in singles. I really don't like coming here because there's a big problem with A, and that's once you plant the bomb, there's pretty much nowhere to go. Your only options are going down on the lower docks and kind of sitting in that corner. That's the most common post-plant spot right now. And you can also come up here and lay and watch this window. Only problem is they can obviously kill you if they come from the docks up here and check this. So you probably want to have a teammate up here. That's why I don't come here in singles. The only other post-plant positions that you really have for this room are sitting here in this corner. The problem is you're gonna have a box right here. So if they come down, they're gonna have a head glitch on you, and you're not gonna have anything. And more than likely, they're gonna be able to get their gun up quicker because their reaction time is gonna be quicker than yours when you're just sitting here pre-aiming and waiting. So I wouldn't really recommend that spot, but it is definitely a spot. Only other thing you can do is, the good thing about A is you can see the entire cross. So if you can somehow get to a point where you can kind of watch the cross, if you don't have to worry about your back too much, you don't think they're flanking you, and you can get back here without them getting in the bomb site, you can see this entire cross. So this definitely works in team. If you have a guy here, you can watch the entire cross, and then you can have someone in a bomb site just waiting for them. And then only other thing I want to mention here is that you got to be careful about your flanks in this game, especially. People are always hitting flanks. The best spot I've seen to watch flank, there's 2 of them really, You can sit here, just kind of pre-aim it, or you can actually come right here in this corner, kind of just hold this corner. If they come down the wooden stairs, they're not going to expect you to be there, and you can see both the wooden stairs and the ramp. So the only other thing I've ever seen people really doing is they sit back here with a sniper. I wouldn't really suggest doing this with anything except the sniper, but so if you're flanking them on defense, just be careful of your blue truck. Make sure you always check it, and then obviously check the spots I just mentioned. And yeah, so that's pretty much the attacking strategy for A. The big thing about this map is you always want to make sure you have map control, or middle control, because middle control will grant you map control. Owning the middle of the map is a huge factor in winning this map, because you can constantly see B-bomb. If they plant A, you can check and see if they push your left and your right just by kind of sitting here and waiting. If they don't go out to your right, they don't go out to the left, you know that they're either in the site or down here on these docks, or obviously in one of these corners here or right here. So obviously planning A, like I mentioned, is hard, but if they do it and you have mid control, you're golden because you kind of know where they are already. If they plant B and you have mid control, you can see which side they go to. Obviously if they go to the right, they're going to either come back here to these sandbags and chill out, they're going to come back here to the double decker or this corner and chill out, or they're going to go all the way around through mid, or through fire, and then come to the cut and check bomb from mid. So if you see them going right, that is. If you see them going left, they're either going into coal, going around through mid, checking through mid, or they're going to coal and checking back through this green truck, or they're going back here to the tunnel like I talked about before and checking, especially if it's on that corner. If you ever see the bomb planted on that corner, especially in a one-on-one situation, always assume that they're either here or in this room as well. They could also be mid, like I mentioned before, but more than likely they're here as of right now because this is the most common strategy I've seen. Other than that, I can't really think of too many other strategies or things I wanted to talk about right now, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys learned anything, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It all means a ton. I've been really enjoying the feedback as of late, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying my singles videos. This is the first video that I've done that's not singles, so let me know what you guys think. I'm going to try and cut it down as much as possible, because right now it's pretty long, but that's what it was designed to be. It was designed to be a long video where I just kind of talk about everything you can do on this map. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace.